I walk back down to the waiting room and I'm surprised to be greeted with...
Hey Finn, you're surprised to see me here?
Hey, Natsuki! I quickly look up to see...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yuri! What the? Hello fellow knights and adventurers, Finn here and welcome back to Doki Salvation Remake. And we're continuing where we left off with Sayori in a recovery condition. So nothing else is there for me to say other than we just saved her. So so anyway, Doki time. Let's get to it. You're here. Someone was looking for you. I thought you already left with your friend from earlier. I shake my head. Well, I'll have to ask you to leave the room because we need to perform a few checkups on Miss Sayori here. Oh, sure. Sorry. Who was looking for me? He smiles as he guides me out of the room. Right, I believe they're a friend of Sayori's. They wanted to invite you for lunch. I wonder who it might be. Monica maybe? Perhaps, or maybe it's either Natsuki or Yuri. She's in the reading room. We should be finished within an hour. Thanks, Doc. I walk out of the room and the door closes slowly behind me. I sigh and rub my eyes to hide any tears that may be left behind. The hallways of the hospital are a lot more lively than before, with doctors and nurses walking back and forth, tending to many other patients. I walk back down to the waiting room and I'm surprised to be greeted with...
Hey Finn, you're surprised to see me here?
Hey, Natsuki! See, I told you I thought we were gonna meet one of the club members for lunch. Of course it's gonna be one of the club members, and it's Natsuki! I don't mind. And, of course, as friends, I'm not cheating, obviously. And it's pink. Well, not necessarily the DDLC pink, but her pink.
Hey, boss!
Yeah, actually.
How did you... Well, Monica told us about it and canceled the festival as well.
Ah, I see. I'm not sure how I feel about Monica just going and telling Natsuki and Yuri all about all this. Sayori barely wanted to tell me about her depression. I can't imagine how she'd feel about the whole club of knowing about it.
Listen, I'm pretty hungry and, well, do you want to grab a bite to eat in the cafeteria?
I only nod in response. I mean, sure, why not? And plus, I'm even hungry as well, so... Natsuki and I grabbed 2 sandwiches from the cafeteria before heading back to the waiting room to eat. It was extremely crowded. Natsuki didn't seem keen on sitting in there, so we decided on the waiting room.
Hey, aren't you going to head back to school? Are you kidding and let you skip the whole day too? As if. Besides, why would I want to go back to school after what happened to Sayori? I wouldn't really be able to focus.
Really? Were you guys close or something? Natsuki gives me a look that immediately feels like I'm an idiot. Why did I tell you? Dumbass. And yeah, of course, obviously, they're club members, they're friends, they know each other. What the f do we just ask that? I swear to God, if this MC is gonna be in the whole mod, then I don't know what to say about that other than being disappointed. Like, come on, you're better than this. I guess this kind of proves I don't really know Sayori or Natsuki that well at all. And I tried dating her too, bruh. Natsuki grumbles to herself as she takes a pretty hearty bite out of her sandwich.
Well, I wouldn't call it close, but she was my friend. I would think that would be obvious to you.
Was my friend? Wasn't that supposed to be is my friend? Because, you know, we're still friends in the club and all that kind of stuff.
But I guess I was wrong to assume that about you.
I shake my head and continue eating my lunch. We continue eating in silence. There really isn't much to talk about anyway. I noticed she finished eating a lot faster than I did, as if she was starving or something.
Ah, now that's a good sandwich.
What? Really? You think so? It was pretty bland to me. Actually, yeah, kinda agree. Hospital food is kinda bland. Basic, but kinda bland. I agree. Not that I had for myself for reasons. Don't ask.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't know good food even if he hit you in the face.
Ah, right, I forgot who I'm talking to. The Master Baker, Master Chef, Natsuki. I shrug my shoulders and continue eating. I'll admit, this was a little bit of a nice distraction from all of this. And now my mind has shifted back to Sayori and her current state. I wonder if she's awake yet. I wonder. Around 30 minutes go by and the doctor finally appears from Sayori's room down the hallway. He flashes me a thumbs up and gestures me that it's okay for me to go back. Come on, Natsuki, let's go see Sayori.
Oh, already? Okay.
I slowly walk in and Natsuki follows shortly after. I hear a light gasp escape her before she looks away.
Hey, are you gonna be alright? Yeah, it's just...
Wait, did you guys see that? Did we have new expressions for Natsuki's head turning that side? Okay, kudos to some more expressions with this head sprite there. I like that. Natsuki tries very hard to hide the emotions in her voice but fails. Oh, I like this! And also it really shows the emotion that she's really sad. Okay, I really like this. I really do.
It's just really weird seeing her like that. All those tubes in her body? Is this also my fault?
Of course not. Don't blame yourself for this. Nobody knew this could have happened. Natsuki quickly wipes away her tears and takes a deep breath.
Okay, I'm sure she'd hate to see me crying like this anyway. But look, just don't tell anybody you saw me like this, okay?
I wouldn't even think of it. I follow Natsuki as she slowly walks up to Sayori. She sniffles slightly and rubs her eyes before speaking.
Hey, Sayori, it's me, Natsuki. Glob, this is so weird, isn't it? Can you even hear what I'm saying right now? I feel like an idiot.
Not really, considering that I just did this the previous episode, so you'll be fine. I'm sure she'll hear it by spirit. Or both body and mind. I don't know if the same applies here, but whatever.
But, well, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you having you as a friend, and I'm really glad you're okay. I know I was kind of mean to you at first, but, well, I just didn't really get to know you all that well, that's all. But, if I'm being honest with you, you really brought a lot to the club. I can't imagine anybody else as its vice president. So you better get better fast. I don't think I'd ever forgive you if you left me alone with Finn.
I chuckle to myself and Natsuki giggles as well, not before wiping away a tear from her eye. Oh, trying to make her jealous. Okay. Well, I honestly wasn't expecting that from you.
What? You think I don't have a heart or something?
Well, no. I guess I don't really know what I expected.
Let me ask you something, Finn. Just last week, if I had to guess, you were trying to hit on me, weren't you?
I nearly fall over from Natsuki's extremely forward question. It's not something I know myself, really. Something just compelled me to go after her, almost as if it wasn't my own decision. But regardless of what happened, the hard truth is that I did try to go for her. I mean, one look at my poems would tell you that. Why else would I bother writing about puppies and kittens and all that? Well, I didn't expect you to be so forward with me, first of all.
Well, I figured I'd ask you now. I don't think there's really a right time to ask anyway.
I see. Well, I guess if we're all being honest here, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I knew it.
You knew? The whole time?
Eh? Oh, come on. It was obvious as heck. I mean, I do appreciate you taking my side and liking my writing, but I kind of always knew Sayori was your kind of girl. Plus, after really thinking it over, I should really try to improve my writing a bit more. I don't mean going all cryptic and weird like Yuri though. But over the weekend, I realized I can probably get a little more creative with my word choices.
Well, that's great to hear then. Honestly, I'm just glad things don't have to be awkward or anything. Yeah, Sayori's... she's special to me. I don't really think I showed it all that much, but deep down, she's still one of my closest friends, you know?
Yeah, I understand. I don't really have anybody I could call a close friend, but I can handle being myself too. I'm learning to be independent, and that's a very important skill.
I chuckled to myself. Now that's the Natsuki I know. Of course. I hear a phone go off, seemingly coming from her. As she takes it out, she seems slightly annoyed. Anything wrong?
Yeah, not really. My friends are just asking me where I'm at. It is lunchtime at school after all. I didn't exactly want to mention why I'd be skipping out today.
Ah, I understand. Natsuki quickly types a message and puts her phone away. She sighs and looks back at Sayori, looking very lost in thought. I feel a bit guilty now. I'm not sure if this situation really called for Natsuki and I to have a casual conversation like that. Regardless, we don't say anything to each other anymore. And I think it's better that way. I respect that. And just fade to black. It's already around the time school is over. I've spent most of the day here in this room, watching over my friend who hasn't moved an inch since I got here. Ooh, got a piano version of this song? Alright. I'm extremely exhausted. That sleep I got earlier wasn't nearly enough to get me back up to speed. I miss my bed. And yet I can't imagine leaving Sayori by herself. It just feels wrong. It's not like I don't trust the doctors or nurses that work here. I just feel like I should be here with her as well. Well, I nearly jump after hearing a light knock on the door. A nurse walks in and surprisingly Monica follows shortly after.
Hey Finn, I honestly didn't expect you to spend the whole day here.
Oh, hello again, Monica. Welcome back. I shrug my shoulders. I'm not leaving Sayori's side until I'm kicked out of here.
Actually, looks like it'll happen soon. Visiting hours are almost over.
Ah, well, I remember hearing that at least one person could stay with a patient if necessary.
Oh, well, that would be necessary then. I talked to Sayori's mother and her dad will be staying overnight with her.
You know her mom?
Yeah, it's required that I know all of the girls' parents, club president stuff, you know?
Of course, because consent and safety and all that kind of stuff. And speaking of consent, of course, that's the most important thing of all. And safety, of course. Safety. Both. Could be both. Huh. Well, that's new. Nobody ever told me about that. So, you know my mom too? Monica fidgets a little.
Well, yeah. I never had any reason to contact her, I guess.
Wait, why do you still have that sweat on your cheek there? Are you hiding something from me, Monica? Oh, I am still on to you.
It's for emergency reasons.
Right, so what are you doing back here? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, Glob, so many questions, Finn.
Ah, right, sorry.
How about I walk you home? I'm sure you'd hate to be alone during all this.
Nah, I'm okay. I'd actually rather be alone right now. It's, well, it's a lot to take in. You'll understand, right?
Yeah, I understand. I guess I'll stay here for a few minutes then. You should really get your rest though. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't like for you to suffer for her sake.
Once again, I shrug my shoulders in response. She gives me a friendly smile as I head out the door. For some reason, I feel like I should be suffering right now. I feel like I deserve it for letting Sayori drift away from me. But there's some truth to Monika's words, I think. She'd probably tell me to get some rest as well. I decided to take the long way through the city, almost as if I'm bidding my time for something, though I'm not sure quite what. I placed my hands in my pocket and just looked down at the sidewalk. Jeez, I mean, what a day. Even in my own thoughts, I don't know what to think to myself. It just hurts too much to so much to think about how much pain Sayori was in, and I had no idea. I just feel like I could have done more. I know I could have done more. I'm so Ow! What the? Eh? Nani kore? I quickly look up to see...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yuri! Oh, I assume maybe you're into town getting some things here and there. I am so sorry, my friend. I didn't see you there. Yuri? What are you doing here? And then, of course, her iconic variation plays.
Finn? Oh, Finn, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see you.
Oh no, that's entirely my fault. I'll help you with your books. It's obvious Yuri doesn't want me to get her books for her, so I quickly pick them all up before she has any objections. Worry not, my friend. I got this all under control for you. So, what are you doing out here anyway? Besides strolling around town for stuff, I assume, or just going home? Also, I just noticed that the clouds are moving in the background there. That's cool. Makes it a lot more lively.
Well, I heard the news about Sayori. I wanted to go see her.
Oh, I see. I was just there. Visiting hours are ending in a bit, I believe. That's what Monika told me anyway.
Really? Ooh, I'm always messing these things up, aren't I?
No, it's okay. It's fine, really. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't mind at all. Sayori stays quiet and sniffles.
Well, I guess I'll head home then. I'll visit her tomorrow.
Yeah, it's best to visit tomorrow. Nothing to worry about. There's always time for anything. I'll probably be there too, the whole day. Natsuki also skipped her second half of the classes to come see her.
Natsuki as well? So, I'm the only one who didn't visit.
Trust me, it's okay. I'm almost positive she'd understand. She'd probably say stuff about how school is more important or something. Thinking about it, I don't even think Yuri liked me all that much back in the club. We never talked to each other much after the first few days. Was it because I never took her writing advice? Or that I just sided with Natsuki all the time? Yuri? I want to apologize for not really taking any of your advice last week about writing. I don't want you to think I didn't appreciate it or anything. It's just, I don't really know what came over me. I mean, joining a club surrounded by all these girls I never met before, it was all pretty overwhelming. You know what I mean, right? Right? Yuri giggles slightly.
You don't need to explain yourself, Finn. I completely understand. If we're being both honest with each other, I would be lying to myself if I said it didn't bother me though. I guess it's just, well, I saw you as another chance to find someone who appreciates me for who I am and isn't afraid of me, and that I started saying too much, didn't I? I'm sorry.
It's okay, Yuri. Again, that's why I apologized. I didn't mean to make you feel that way or anything. Yuri stays silent, fidgeting with her hair. An awkward silence now sweeps over us. Well, I should get going. Will I see you at school tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I should be able to afford missing class then, so I'll be there all day.
Great. We can get to know each other a little then. Sound good?
Yeah, I'd like that. I'll see you, Finn.
I turn around and start heading back towards my house. I don't exactly know if that would be considered a success in making a friendship or not. Like I said to her earlier, Yuri and I didn't exactly get to know each other well in the club. Didn't I get my poem ignored one time? I can't really remember anymore. Depends. It kind of depends on the choices you make. I let out a pretty hearty yawn and rub my eyes. I really should get some proper sleep. I'm so tired I completely forgot I'm still in my pajamas from last night. Though I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be up all night thinking about Sayori. Please don't. You're definitely going to need that sleep there, buddy. As I reach my neighborhood, I catch a glimpse of Sayori's house just a little short ways away from mine. God, today would have been very different if Monica didn't wake me up last night. I guess I never got to thank her properly for that. I think back to the day Sayori confessed to me about her depression. I didn't understand her at all. I didn't understand how she was feeling, but I really wanted to help her. I really did. I wish I could tell her that. I wish I could just hold her and tell her that I really want to make things better for her. And Monica, she told Sayori that Natsuki was coming over, right? If Monica knew how Sayori was feeling, why did she bother mentioning that? Not exactly, like that also bothered me as well. I shake my head. It's probably just a coincidence. It's not like I expected Monica to know exactly how Sayori was feeling at any moment either. Coincidence, huh? I think not. I take one last look at Sayori's house before heading inside my own. In my ass. I'll see you tomorrow, Sayori. Yeah, see you tomorrow. In my ass.
Something is definitely different here. I lost control over these files. Why? The game is continuing despite all of this? Were things meant to play out this way? Natsuki and Yuri are acting quite different as well. In any case, this shouldn't be a problem. I've got this. Though, if I'm being honest, seeing how everyone's reaction to all this has been interesting.
Yeah, you darn right did.
But they really don't feel this way. They can't feel at all.
Well, I do. Yeah, feeling all over my skin and my tiny pee.
Although, Sayori's heart monitor still rings in my head. Over and over and over again.
But
it wasn't your fault.
It was. I know it was. Because all I had to do was take care of you and watch over you, like any friend should. We drifted apart. That's nobody's fault. Are you telling me there was nothing, absolutely nothing that I could have done to prevent this?
Yes, because nobody can help me, Finn.
Oh, then this is Sayori's text because I know the font and all. Okay.
You don't understand me. But I want to understand. Can't you see that I'm trying?
Huh? But I slowly open my eyes, only to close them back after realizing how bright it is outside. It's an indication that I let myself sleep in for quite some time. I turn over and check the time on my phone. Sure enough, it's 10:30 in the morning, very late for school, but just in time before visiting hours in the hospital begin. I quickly slip on some casual clothes and head downstairs to make a quick breakfast before heading out. Are we gonna go to school or just no skip today? Oh. As I'm about to enter Sayori's room, I hear some light chatter coming from the other side. To my surprise, all three girls are already here in Sayori's room. Hey, the gang's all here! Well, almost, except Sayori's in the bed, so
I guess that kinda counts, but anyway. Hey, the gang's all here anyway, so I don't care. It's good to see these three together. Well, missing Sayori, but then again, she's in the bed, so I guess that kinda counts. So, well, what do we have here for today? All three of them decided to skip class for Sayori? Hey Finn, guess somebody decided to sleep in, huh? And all on this school day too, no less. Finn. But what? You honestly didn't expect me to go to school after all this happened? Don't worry, Finn. School was cancelled today, so you're all good. Oh, okay. At least a Facebook page or a messenger message or something would have been helpful. It was? I don't remember hearing anything about that. Or if you're not using Facebook or Messenger, might as well text me about it at least. Jeebus. Neither did we, but Natsuki and I were willing to skip class together until Monica sent us a text message. And it said, Monica, why was the school cancelled in the first place? Monica fidgets a little, almost as if she wasn't expecting to be asked this type of question. Oh, something about the school needing an emergency fumigation. Some kind of rat problem. Eh? Rats? We have rats in our school? Okay? Rats? Unless if it's a ratatouille that they're trying to cook us a food in the cafeteria. But I don't know why am I speaking in Italian. We're supposed to be the French. Okay, never mind. I must stop now. Okay, I'll stop. Disgusting. Ew. Natsuki, could you keep it down? I'm sure the other patients in the school don't really appreciate all that noise you're making. Natsuki crumbles and quiets down. I glance over at Sayori, who looks exactly the same as she did yesterday. Oh yeah, Monica, why didn't you tell me about this? If it wasn't for her heart monitor and her chest slowly rising up and down as she breathes, I'm sure most people would assume she's dead. Oh hey, where's her dad? He stayed overnight, right? That's right, he went out to get some stuff. Something about getting Sayori's favorite things. I don't know. He doesn't really elaborate, which is understandable. Right. Hey Yuri. I'm hungry. Wanna grab a bite at the cafeteria? Natsuki, isn't it a little early for lunch? Not for me, it isn't. Jeez, so inconsiderate. Or maybe you're just hungry. Fine, I guess I am a little hungry. Let's go. Will those two ever be friends? I think they're both willing to try. Why don't we be friends? I don't know the lyrics. I forgot it. I know that song. I freaking forgot the lyrics. I'm so sorry. And of course, I don't want to be DMCA'd. Monica slowly walks up to Sayori and places her hands on the edge of her bed. Wonder when she's going to wake up. Me too. Just a few more days now, I guess. By the way, Monica, thanks for sending me that message the other night. I think it's because of you I was able to make it to Sayori in time. Of course, Finn. It's the least I could do, really. Would have left her hanging if that wasn't the case, huh? Oh, ha ha ha! Very funny. No, you're not. The heck? That's in poor taste, isn't it? A joke like that? That's not even funny! Monica suddenly looks as if she wasn't expecting me to really react in this way, which is strange. Was she expecting me to laugh at something like that? No, it's not, because it's not funny. Suicide jokes aren't funny. Stop it. Sorry, Finn. I'm not very good at trying to make light of a bad situation. Well, you shouldn't, because that really is so fucking terrible. And yeah, as Galvatron would say, this is bad comedy. Then, wouldn't it have been better to not say anything at all? Exactly. I mean, let's be honest, that joke didn't, what was the word I'm looking for? Anyway, that joke didn't get
released at all. That joke escaped, and that's not even a joke, really.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Finn. I didn't mean to make you upset or anything.
It's fine. I guess this isn't something any of us are used to dealing with, huh? Monica slowly nods her head and stares at Sayori. If there's anything I've noticed about her is that her eyes don't seem as upset as Natsuki's or Yuri's. She seems to be somewhat different. I don't really know Monica all that well, so I could be misjudging her heavily. It also seems that she's got a lot more in her mind, and I'm sure this situation isn't helping it. I mean, maintaining a club, focusing on all her classes, and then all of this had to happen. She's got to be pretty stressed out. Well, yeah, I agree. Being the top star in the class and all that kind of stuff, I get that. Monica, how are you holding up?
Me? I'm doing okay. I mean, as okay as I can ever be during something like this.
Are you sure? You probably have a lot on your mind.
I'm fine, really.
Well, if you say so. I look back at Sayori and let my mind drift away as I think back to the day she invited me to the club. I was so mean to her at that time. She ever wanted me to join the club with her and I kept shutting her down. I only ever went because I heard there was going to be cupcakes or something. Really? Just for the cupcakes? It's just like that day you said that you sold your soul for a cupcake. Oh my god, MC! What? How? Why? Oh my glob, how fucking of a stupid idiot are you?